And now, coming to you live from atop the Lavender Town Radio Tower, it's the one, the only PUCLcon Podcast!
It's PUCLcon! It's PUCLcon! Pokemon Underground Champions League, oh yeah. PUCLcon! Grab your friends, it's that time again. Listen to the show where the fun never ends. It's PUCLcon! PUCLcon! Oh yeah. PUCLcon! And your co-host, whoever you have, it's PUCLcon! PUCLcon! Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. PUCLcon!
And welcome to the 348th episode of the PUCLcon Podcast. I am your host, Trainer Thatch, here at PUCLcon 2018. I guess they want to cheer, so I'm going to let them...
What up?
Thanks, 10 Little Men. I love you too.
I'm indifferent, but I'm trying.
So today's show is going to be a little bit different because it is PUCLcon 2018, and we are going to be doing a panel style. If you're here, you know what it's like in this giant room that's almost full. That's totally
There's
full.
so many people here, guys. If you're watching on Twitch right now, you're a bunch of liars if you say anything different.
Absolutely true. And so we
have a select group of people here.
There's only 3 people on your screen if you're here right now, only because we only have 4 mics, and so we're going to be rotating and kicking these people off. As I know we have right now Maximus, say hi.
Hi, Maximus.
Perfect. And then we've got Scrawn.
Yeah, what up?
And then we've got Gator also here right now.
I'm actually here. What's up, guys? How you guys doing?
He's actually here. Where's Jushiro?
Where's Jushiro? I remember. He had to save those school children on that bus.
That's the answer.
That's what he was.
True hero.
That's the answer.
Oh, he just hasn't gotten back from Japan yet.
He hasn't gotten back from Japan.
All right, everybody that comes up here is going to give their version of where Jushiro is right now.
That's the plan. Get that ready.
Uh-oh.
Also, so we're just going to do this as it's going to be pretty impromptu. If you have questions for anybody, let's do that. If not, I'm just going to rant and talk about podcasting, and you're all going to get bored. Or we can talk about orca whales.
We've already done that. All right, so hold on.
Wait, we have a question
biologist
from the audience. We have a
up here for
hand
that?
in the air. You want to come up and say who you are? And wait, you have to talk.
Where's Jushiro?
We already answered this.
Okay, but what is your each version? We haven't heard every person.
Oh, that's true. Okay, so Scrawn, where's Jushiro?
Jushiro was very busy performing an operation for yours truly. Yeah, so I had him take care of a guy, and then maybe take a little bit extra time along the way, You can buy some ravioli from me.
Ravioli. Yeah. Ravioli is what he's buying.
Yeah, it is a ravioli.
You bought toasted ravioli.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, but I like my.
We haven't
ravioli.
eaten it yet, but we should eat that.
Yeah, we should.
My theory: Jushiro is helping his girlfriend move into Seattle.
Okay,
Well, that's the least likely scenario. Maximus? Jushiro and a girlfriend? What?
Likely story.
Maximus, what's your theory?
I thought he was in the Caribbean, honestly.
Yeah?
Honestly.
What was he doing there?
He was more south than I was.
Okay, so we could get real fourth wall PUCLcon with this, and we could say that he got kidnapped and taken to Mexico by the drug cartels, and he's getting chased by a polar bear.
Yeah.
You know what? I came up with that first. I said it 4 years ago.
For those of you that aren't here to watch this, Bo and Thatcher fighting.
Bo's getting at it right now. You can't even hear him. You just know I'm
Bo's feeling a little crabby right now, which if you guys are on the stream, you'll get because he's got a crab shirt. Come watch our streams when we do them, guys. They're very rare.
We do it once a week now, at least. Twice a week. I mean, PUCLcon streams, yes, once a year. because there's only one PUCLcon.
Yeah, so normally our show's quality is a bit better than this, but we have a bunch of people here today, and we're aiming to have fun in recording this show, and it's really just an all
Seth, do
sorts
you have a
over the place
question?
topic.
Oh.
Impossible.
Are we allowed to throw stuff off the stage?
Yeah, I got this cool little paper football from the men's bathroom. They sell them in there. Okay, they sell like.
It was just yeah.
Could you have said
No.
anything weirder?
Wait, the guy? I think I didn't. Wait, nobody can hear you guys. It's going to be very disconcerting for anybody listening.
All right.
All right.
Where's Gators theory on
Yeah.
Jushiro?
I just told you.
Gators theory.
I already gave you my theory, and that's Jushiro had to go save those kids on that bus. That's
The
where
bus.
he is. That's not a theory. That's a fact. Look it up. It's on the internet.
Everything on the internet is a fact.
Yes.
Did you see that Bulbapedia page about P.U.C.L?
Those are all true statements. Scron was supposed to fix that. Thanks, Scron.
I fixed like half of it.
He did. Oh my gosh. So you see what there's now? It used to be worse.
Yeah, like I couldn't amend some of the stuff because it's the other guy had higher clearance on Bulbapedia at the time that I tried to amend it.
We are listening to you in chat. You just haven't said anything that we
care about.
We care about yet. Also, Orange is a liar. He is pretending to be a part of this chat, and he is out there in the audience right now. This is where Orange is caught.
Caught orange-handed.
Stirring up trouble. Yeah.
I'm watching you guys right here.
Oh, and also not
I don't
to
know
throw
which
certain
one's in
people
higher
under the bus
Also-
quality.
so
I'm
people
sure.
can't
I'm sure
see
your
the
eyes
chat.
are.
Okay, British Gent wants to know where the oil tanker is. That's what he wants to know.
Okay, so the oil tanker. Which one? Because we had several prospects. We just never purchased one. They're very excited.
Well, maybe we did purchase one, and you just don't know about it.
I'm still okay. So the problem is, I wanted to get Dennis here on the oil tanker
Oh no.
because we gotta get to we have to get it to Lake. What is it? Erie? That's the one. We gotta get to Lake Erie, and so you take it down the Lawrence River, you throw it through the canals, and then you pick up Dennis on the way in Rochester.
Yeah, so we can actually make it to PUCLcon.
Yeah.
Right. Good
I mean, it
stuff.
gets him to Sandusky, and that's pretty close.
Lonely Whitwick says the oil tanker you got to move for a Mew. We got to get that oil tanker.
The oil tanker that we're gonna buy, they're not that expensive. You could buy an oil tanker for less than $1 million.
All right, so what we're starting right now, we want you to start giving us those bits on Twitch, everybody. And for those of you listening in your car at home, I want you to pull the car over, get on Twitch, and send us bits.
Watch that advertisement. We'll wait. No, you really don't have to.
Next PUCLcon can be on an oil tanker.
That'd be interesting. Like, how cool would that be? I'm thinking like barbecue with like, kebabs and stuff.
We can do that without an oil tanker.
All right, what if we
Yes?
got a pontoon boat? What if there was a compromise here?
Oh, Viger dropped some bits in the chat.
Viger,
right in there. You're gonna be.
Viger is
like
in the show and in the chat. He is better than Orange Avenger at this point.
That's true.
You have a reputation to uphold, mate. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's literally true. Speaking of paying us for love, how you doing, Thatch?
Yeah.
How are you doing today?
How you doing?
Oh man, I'm here. I brought stuff here, and then my wife took some of it home, and she'll bring it back tomorrow.
So, do you want to inform the audience what we had to learn the hard way yesterday, which was that you have several years of experience bowling, and then brought us in as a ringer, and then just whooped us like super hard?
So I didn't know that you guys didn't know that. Yeah, right? I told people before,
Yeah,
right?
I knew about the
Not all of
orcas.
us.
You knew about the orca.
You're hearing it now after Pokemon, maybe before Pokemon. Bowling is Thatch's biggest interest.
So that was never true, but that's fine. Like,
It's true now.
So Thatch taking us bowling had my favorite moment of this weekend so far. Thatch decided to split us all up into teams, and we had different team captains, and Bo, being the man he is, stepped up to lead a team. And as Bo and Thatch do when they were going against each other, Thatch was about to go roll the ball, and Bo knocks it on the ground, and Thatch turns around and looks at Bo and says, "Ha! Joke's on you, my bowling coach used to do that." And Bo, without missing a beat, turns to him, "Ha! Joke's on you, you had a bowling coach."
pretty true.
That was a pretty good one. I'm not gonna lie. Like I was happy with that one. Oh wait, you gotta use the mic. You gotta use the mic because they can't hear you if you don't use the mic.
Said Thatch as he had the mic pointed away from himself.
This is really easy. It's a cardioid microphone.
Are we going to bring up the other thing that happened at the bowling alley, which was that Bo broke the bowling alley?
Oh yeah, you broke it.
Oh, right.
I like that this is quickly turning into a bow roast. It's just turning every live show we have. I swear, it just turns into a. No, I won't say anything. I won't say anything. I won't say anything bad about you this time, Bo.
Shout outs to Ozzy who just subscribed with Twitch Prime. Thanks, Ozzy.
Oh, thanks, Ozzy Bear.
If you're in the Twitch chat now, if you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe as well.
That's PokeDad Justin Puckle podcast. Doesn't every bit become a bow roast?
Oh, cool.
Oh, cool. Oh, we could do it. Oh boy. Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. All right. Yeah. I don't know. Any questions?
Are there any questions from the audience that you'd like us to
Scrawn
answer?
Specifically, to Scrawn?
Please ask me something.
Only ask him about Scrawn. Like I can answer questions about him for you.
Let's ask us questions about Scrawn.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
No. Well, it's
Basket asked about
absolutely no
hair.
effort whatsoever. Yeah.
He asked about Scrawn's hair, and I can tell you right now, it's actually a lot of work. So
is it? No, it really isn't.
He goes into the shower and then he spends about 20 minutes in there. He's got like 3 different kinds of conditioner.
I don't know.
3 shampoos.
Oh, don't forget the hair product he puts on after the shower.
And then not to mention like the hair gel.
These are blatant lies.
Is there pomade involved?
There is.
There's lots of pomade.
There is one type of shaping cream involved.
Is there hairspray involved?
No hairspray.
Okay.
I am
the British
flattered
chant
by
would
your
like
interest
Viger to turn his mic on or get closer
Which
to
one's
the
Viger?
mic.
Viger's out in the crowd.
No, that's a lie.
In his defense, before I met them,
We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
We can't
because
hear
you're
you.
not on a
You're not
microphone. You can't
participating
give
in the
comment.
show. We need you to come up.
You need to come up if you want to talk. No, that one's not hot for the
I just
screen.
want to say, in his defense, before I met them, I always confused Viger and Scrawn.
They're both from the same place.
That's true. They had the same mother. They're from the same womb.
That's true.
Who's that one?
So both of these. So the problem with OBS is it's stupid, and so we've got 4 mics, but it only likes 2 of them. But the Audacity that's going to be out later will have all 4 of them on it properly.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So we're just depending on
PokeDad Justin wants to know who's all there. All of us except for Jushiro because he is saving those children on the bus.
And he just
These guys subscribed with a tier 1 sub. Thanks, PokeDad Justin. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, who's all here that's not going to be on the podcast?
Everybody.
Everybody. Those of us that are going to be on the podcast, you will see them in just a few minutes.
Yeah.
When we are forcefully
Today was fun, though. We had a good TCG tournament.
We went to a TCG tournament, and then, we definitely had I would say, a lower than expected turnout, which is fine. Because that's expected when we're going to a new city that is definitely smaller.
Somehow it's less weird to invite people to your house than a convention center.
That's true.
I think that's how it ended up. But we had a good turnout. We had several new faces this time.
No,
that we hadn't.
I wish they were here. They left, though.
And you know what amazes me every time I've come, this being the second time, is that everybody's cool. Like, that's my favorite part.
Yeah, no, totally. That's definitely true. Nobody's ever, not fun to hang out with.
Except for Bo.
Yeah.
Hello.
True statement. True statement.
Oh, Pokedad said he listens to us every week while he cleans pools in California.
That's the way to do it.
Nice.
Cleaning pools with...
Okay, who sat next to Thatch? That's Gator. Hi, British gent. That's Gator. Matter. And then Maximus is all the way on the other side.
The camera's trying its best, okay?
Yeah. Hold on. We got this. Wait.
Hi. Nope, it doesn't see everybody.
It doesn't see everybody if we don't
That's
bring it
as far
forward.
as it's gotta go.
This is the logistical problem that we have already worked on. Next question.
Next question.
Any questions?
We did put the camera down straight as it can possibly be. I mean, it's you that's crooked, Bo. It's not the camera.
Well, you also moved. Everybody, Bo flipped all of our chairs.
What? Oh, you have a question for Scron? I'll answer it for you.
Scron,
Yeah. Yes.
do you have your Mega Bracelet yet?
All these are good.
This is an interesting question to answer. You see,
The answer is no. No, he does not.
Situation where if I answer no, then I am strategically compromised in all of my future battles, and if I answer yes,
You need to
then,
be up on the mic, by the way, bud.
I'm giving away that fact, so I can't use the element of surprise. So the answer will remain for the foreseeable future, maybe. Yes.
All right. Dexio wants us to recap the events from today.
So is that a no then?
It's a maybe, yes.
And he wants to know. Okay, so if we want to do a quick recap, I'm gonna throw that to Maximus. Maximus, how did today go?
Interesting. Interesting. Are you asking for my personal or just overall?
No, like what they want to know. What did we do today? Who won the TCG thing earlier?
I don't actually know who did win the TCG
Yeah, that's a good
thing earlier.
question.
Seth
Oh,
Vilo.
Seth Vilo. He's giving
Seth
me a look,
Vilo.
and I'm okay with it.
And Bo won the draft TCG thing.
Oh,
we
please
did,
don't!
But he
Please
also
don't bring
cheated.
that up with me. Please do not, because I am the only one out of everybody who went 0-3. So that's kind of a bad memory for me.
How'd you go 0-4 in a 3-round
It was
tournament?
a 3-round tournament.
That's pretty impressive, to be honest.
Oh, you played in the major TCG. Yeah, that's okay. That
That's
makes
main
sense.
TCG. That's professionals. I lost to a bunch of scrubs.
All right, so wow.
Need one of these too.
There is a way to go 0-4 in a 3-round tournament. Which deck were you playing, Shamo?
Come here. Tell him what you're playing. What deck are you playing?
Oh, good old Oricorio Stun?
Garbage.
He was playing garbage. All right, so we never quite answered the question today, which was what did we do today? So we got up this morning at like 6 god awful 30.
I was actually
Wait, y'all
amazed
woke up
by
that
how
early?
well it mobilized.
Yeah, we got
4
everything
a.m.
poured into cars, and everybody got here by like 7:30, 7:45. We got the room
Whatever.
set up for a lot more people than showed up.
You always have to show me up sometime.
And then we
First with the trivia
we got
points and
started
now-
putting out different lists for people to put their TCG stuff together because that's what we did today. That was the main tournament today. It was TCG stuff, VGC stuff tomorrow, and then we got a tournament started. We ended up with an 8-person tournament.
Yes.
So we did 4 rounds of that, and Seth Vilo was undefeated throughout the entire tournament. So
Man.
congratulations to Seth Vilo.
He used to pay to win deck.
Anytime 10
That's
Little Men
true.
loses, they do say that they cheated. Also, we had somebody pull a full art Cynthia today. That was pretty sweet.
Oh.
I believe that was Eppo, yeah.
Oh, Peppo.
Peppo.
Yeah, he's not here.
And he left earlier.
He was here. He was pretty cool.
And my favorite response was Thatch's wife going, "We mean we had that in our closet this whole time," which she was slightly salty. But then she pulled a full art,
she pulled a
Blend Energy.
Yeah, Blend Energy, the super secret one.
so she was happy.
Good on her. She did pretty well.
So yeah, and then we all went and got lunch. We did some raiding. We did some video game stuff on the N64.
That's true.
Yeah.
N64 all day,
Pokemon
every day.
Stadium style.
So yeah, we had 2 drafts today. We had a pretty full day. Everybody's a little tired, a little white, but it was
Yeah.
good. Everybody had a good time today.
I've got dinner plans for all of you. Well, I can go to dinner without you guys. but you
No,
guys
he
take
means
me.
specifically you guys
I'm
that are
not
listening to
paying
this
for it.
right now. He's offering everybody that downloads our podcast dinner
I'm just
plans.
taking you there.
That's just
telling you where
kidnapping
my
us. If
car's
you're hearing
going.
this right now, send help.
We're not going to spaghetti. We're not going to spaghetti warehouse.
Hey. I'm just saying. I got a Groupon for 38% off at Spaghetti Warehouse. I'm just saying. I got a Groupon.
No, if we go down by campus, first of all, there's a bunch of gyms and Pokestops, but then there's also like 50 places to eat, so you can get whatever you want.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So that was my plan.
Oh, that was a cool thing about Friday. Some of us got here early, and we got to check out some of Thatch's old haunts when he went to school here. This
Yeah.
was pretty sweet.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, we went to the we can. This is a good transition because we can swap up the next team. But then we can do. We went to a store called Second Time Around here in Dayton. It's just a used video game store, used electronics store. It's got some pretty cool stuff in it. I think. Whimsicott can tell you about her purchase, and then we've also got what is it? We also
The
have
Bell Books, Bell
Book and Comic.
Yeah.
For the TCG cards. They're like the go-to shop here in Dayton. Though No Limit Gaming's trying to become a thing.
which No Limit Gaming is actually a thing in the real world. So
Yeah, in the real world. Yeah, they're an online retailer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and their headquarters is here, like in Dayton.
Like,
So-
there's nothing here in Dayton. It's us and them.
Yeah. Well, Bell Booking Comics a pretty big spot for everything.
Oh, you know what was cool that I wanted to bring up? I ran into Basket at the airport
Oh yeah, that's true.
in Atlanta. Basket's from Seattle. You guys figured that one out.
He's from Atlanta.
What?
Sadlanta. Yes.
Sadlanta? Hotlanta.
Yeah, we can't hear you, so you can't comment. So
Or
I'm
Orange
just gonna
Avenger's
make
tossing us
everything-
salty pennies.
is he just salty penny?
He's tossing us salty pennies.
All right, so we're gonna swap into the next team. We're gonna hit up, I think, the Bobo team, Team Bobo.
All right.
But these kids are leaving.
Team Fluff Basket
Team
Bobo.
Fluff-
All right,
Team
guys.
Basket Bobo.
I love you. Peace out. Enjoy.
Ask questions. Bye. I'm still gonna sit here because this is my show. We're gonna swap. Good swap. Good swap here, fam. I like that we can definitely hear like the rumbling, so it sounds good. It sounds fancy.
Good.
So this one
You're in
picks
charge
up on
of
the
the-
stream.
you're in charge of the
This
chat
one does
now.
not.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Where's
Can I
Scron?
change
Where'd
my
Scron go?
seat?
Hey, Scron.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
This
wait,
picks
the
up the
one thing- oh, wait.
stream.
Wait, Bo, I want to start real quick because Dexio was here for this, and
Right.
he wants to recap. But I think this is something that you say every year, and I don't think people listen to the show often enough to understand the true remarkable stuff that you do. So, can you explain about the about your project with the TCG cards?
Okay. This is actually pretty neat, but I've been working on this for a long time now. Thatch says 4 years. That is not true.
7 years.
It's been closer to 17 years.
26 years.
26 years. So before Pokemon was even a twinkle in anyone's
30
eyes.
years.
30 years.
In Masuda's eye.
So all those old trading cards that you have in your closet or are still at your parents' house or that your grandparents bought you for your birthdays because they're really bad at giving gifts and they realize that's what you want. You have those old Pokemon cards, all from back in the day. Those really old ones with that old style and they're kind of grungy and crusty. I have so many of those, and I've been collecting so many and getting as many doubles and triples and as many copies as I can so that I can make decks.
Ramble.
I was getting to the part, and then you cut me off.
He's almost there.
I'm a
He's
storyteller,
almost there.
Thatch. When has this ever changed? So I'm making a bunch of decks that emulate the red and blue games. I'm almost done. I need Giovanni, Victory Road, the Elite Four. And then we're going Johto.
Ooh.
I don't believe you'll ever get
Aw,
there.
snap.
And then we're going Johto. It's going to be bigger. It's going to be badder. It's going to be wetter than before.
Yeah, that is Hoenn.
Gen 3, baby.
Gen 3. We're skipping Gen 2.
7.8 years. It's coming.
In the next 32 years, we'll have this done.
To be clear, because I don't think he super explained it, he has a deck for every single instance in the original video game. So the trainers, Nugget Bridge, like decks created for those. So you can literally play through the entirety of the video game with these decks, and it's incredible. I was looking through them, and it's ridiculous. The accuracy was so much fun to just look at.
Yeah, it's a good time.
I tried to put Pokemon that'll be in the routes of decks, but then also trainers. So like they're kind of like subcategories. So like Viridian Forest is also subcategory Bug Catcher, and like Rock Tunnel is subcategory Hiker, and Seafoam Islands is subcategory Nobody because nobody's there.
Swimmer.
No, I said swimmer. And Saint Anne is the sailor and all that. So yeah, they're all subbed and yeah.
I am blown
yeah.
away by that. Like, wow.
Who wants to play?
So I think we encountered the issue with that. By the way, I think it's honestly one of those things that's more fun for you than anybody else.
Oh no, it's way more fun for me.
Because like I played
for
like
me.
2 games and then I'm like, yeah, I'm done. And then Sublime's like, I'll jump in, and then it's just like we got how far? Rock Tunnel or Mount Moon. You beat Brock, and then we're
You
just
guys
like,
gotta
yeah,
get
we're
into
done.
Mount Moon. Yeah, he's safe. He's safe with Bulbasaur at Brock. After Brock.
British Jen says you should do a video on this.
Okay, send me the stuff to do videos, and then send me the stuff to teach me
If you can
how to
donate
do videos.
$60 right now into the chat, we'll buy it for Bo, and he can do it.
Okay, and I also need a laptop.
So if you can dump like $500 in the chat.
And my car's not doing great.
So if you can drop like $500 in the $500 in the chat right now, we can fix Bo's car.
It only takes one.
Do you need us to
If anyone is a little bit inebriated listening to us, please. Listen. Listen good.
Just 5,000 bits. That's all it takes.
That's all it takes, guys.
Oh wait, 50,000 bits. 50,000.
Okay, that's.
I don't think we're gonna get them because Channel Little Man is sitting right there.
He says he's out of data. There's free Wi-Fi though, but
Somebody put him on a hotspot.
we gotta give him a hotspot. Here, use my phone. I'm not giving you my phone. I don't trust you. I'm not giving. With that look on your face, Seth, I can't give you my phone either.
You gon' get it.
Yeah,
son.
I don't. You're not a Boy Scout anymore, so I can't hand you this.
You're a man scout, Seth.
Yeah, man scout. Did you just call him a man scout?
Oh my goodness.
That doesn't sound very good. I'm not gonna lie.
Get your mind out of the gutter, Thatch.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I'm just saying.
Those are secrets for the podcast because they can't hear me in that mic.
That's true. They
Whispered all of them.
I'm just gonna ruin all of your secrets, though.
Good luck.
He's just making lips over there. He can't. He's not even saying anything.
You know.
I could just mute that whole clip, man.
You could.
All right. I don't know anything else. What else is going on?
Well, I'm
How's life?
super stoked eventually tomorrow to
Gotta get right up on that, bud.
Oh, I'm super stoked eventually tomorrow to get down on some Pokemon Stadium. That's what I'm excited for.
Oh yeah, it's happening.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna be
Stadium.
exciting. It's gonna be super exciting.
Also, yeah, no. So tomorrow is our VGC tournament, but I guarantee you, there's like 8 people, maybe, and then we're gonna get. But we're also gonna do theme deck tournament, which is that's a fan favorite. So.
Oh yeah, theme deck tournaments are the best because anybody can play and anybody is going to have just as crappy of a deck as anybody else.
Yep.
Lunala or Executor?
Yeah, basically.
Pikachu Evolutions is probably the best. You should all bring it if you're coming.
I'm bringing 3.
You should just do that. I want to kind of grab the Executor deck, but also I'm probably not going to play. So. No, you can. So Gator says he made a Buzzwole Lycanroc theme deck, and he wants to know if he can bring it, even though it's his own custom deck list. That's actually in the rules. It says he can't do it. All right, and so VGC PokeJab Justin says we didn't get to much VGC today. It was mostly TCG day. Tomorrow's going to be more of a VGC day. We're going to have some video game stuff going on. I don't think the VGC is going to go more than 4 rounds if it does.
Yeah, but if he wants to ask what my VGC team is, I will totally tell him the star. And that is Mega Ampharos.
Woo!
Did you
Yes.
do you have a team
I
ready?
did. I actually brought my Mega Ampharos.
I actually want to see
team.
that because you've hyped that up before.
Okay, I mean, I hyped it up because I was excited about it. I mean, I got into I'm like solidly in like 1300.
Solidly in 30.
Solidly, don't drop.
I don't care. Like, it's Mega Ampharos. I'm gonna be excited along with you just because it's Mega Ampharos.
It's the hair, man.
Exactly.
Yes.
I call my Mega.
Yeah. Oh yeah, where's Jushiro?
Oh right.
Yeah. So I actually know exactly where he is. He is in Seattle right now.
Oh yeah, because you're from Seattle too.
Yeah. So I live with him. So he's actually
Atlanta.
in Seattle, and they're going on the Puget Sound cruise where you can see all of the whales and everything.
Oh man,
so
which one's J-Pod, K-Pod, L-Pod?
Dude, I don't know that much.
You're welcome.
I mean, I can't give you numbers. I can just tell you that they're going to see some whales. And
Those were all letters.
They're guaranteed. So if they don't see any whales, guess what?
They get their money back.
They get their money back.
Yeah, no, I'm aware. That's how whale watching works.
It's
But the
all
problem is in Puget Sound specifically, and this is a side note. There are transient orca whales, so like they just track those pods constantly. So
Oh yeah,
they won't get their money back.
Yeah, no, no. If there's
Also, they're not dolphins. You should argue that if they take you to see orcas, those are dolphins.
well, no. See, we ship the transient whales out. We see a transient whale and we're like, nope, and then we netball them and we just throw them out into another sea.
You know,
That's horrible.
you know, for a moment when you were leading up to the end of the sentence, I thought you were going to say if they don't see the whales, they get a free complimentary whale to take home with them.
That's also horrible. Have you watched Blackfish?
No, but it's true. It's also true. It's also true.
Tillicum? Oh man, you just call them all of them. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, they give you the babies because they live for forever, pretty much. And so they give you a little baby because then
That's
you can,
actually true though.
they well yeah pretty
If they're
much.
in the wild.
Yeah, if they're in the wild, they pretty much live forever. And so they give you the little babies. They give you these little bags, right? And you put the baby in the little bag, and then you have to drive home real quick to your house because otherwise the water's going to lose all the oxygen. And
They're
then,
not
And
fish.
then your goldfish is going to die. I mean, your whale's going to die.
Well, also, you also have to take into account that they get big really fast. So you have to get to your house fast before it
Dude,
gets
yeah,
too
you
big for the bag.
You gotta go.
You
Go,
gotta
go.
Where's Jushiro, Bo?
Jushiro. So Basket's close, okay? He was.
I like
doing,
that
he
we have
was-
this fourth mic and like Bo's just like.
Well, I
no.
want to be heard also. You said these two are hot and those two aren't.
Oh
and
wait! Sigma's on stream.
I know
right now.
how
He's in
these.
the chat.
I remember how these
Where's
picked up.
Sigma?
Sigma, where are you?
Get over here.
Where's Sigma?
Yeah, let's do a Where's Sigma.
Everybody keeps asking where Sigma is.
He's with. See, if you guys.
Gator says Sigma is with Jushiro as one of the kids on the bus.
It's okay. It's okay. No,
Go ahead, Bo.
I was
Go
going
ahead.
to explain this.
Go ahead.
But you all want to cut me off and start jumping to questions and conclusions before one can give his answer on when Jushiro. Like I said, he was seeing the whales earlier today. Basket didn't account for the time jump though.
Oh,
so
that's right.
now,
That's right. We're
so
3
now
hours
he's
ahead.
yep. So he's actually right now. Jushiro is. He finished
in
saving the kids on the
Cleveland?
bus. No, he's not in Cleveland. I just said the time zones. Anyway. No, he's taking a bath. Anybody knows this is Jushiro's bath time. He couldn't be here.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You know,
problem-
though,
You
The
account for
prob-
the time
the-
jump. It's his bath time.
So you
It's
know,
a-
he's in the bath.
He's
It's a
got
very
his rubber side duck. He's ready to go.
no, it's a very special bath because what Jushiro is doing instead of being here, he is the hero in the new episode of the next season of Queer Eye. So he's
Nominating Jushiro?
yeah.
We are nominating Jushiro for Queer Eye.
Honestly, though, no, because do you know where the next season of Queer Eye is taking place? In
Kansas City.
Missouri. Snag, you're up.
Snag, we're gonna nominate you. It's happening. Only so that I can meet them. I don't care about any other reason. I'll come there and be like, yeah, I was his nominator, and I'll be in like those 3 awkward shots where like the nominator's also there, and I'll be like, yeah, you look better. And
Snag's cargo pants and Puckle t-shirt prove that he does not need any fashion advice.
that's true. You forgot the lab coat.
Oh, and his professor robe.
It's a lab coat.
That's a coat, sir.
Professor bathrobe. Coat.
It's a bath coat.
Bath coat. His bath coat.
Oh my gosh. Well,
did
where's
that
the
to
cut? Where's
Jushiro.
Jushiro?
I just told you.
No.
He's getting a makeover from the Queer Eye guys.
Oh, that's right. That's it's late. It's been a long day.
But are we still doing Where's
Pokey that Justin is right though. Like, are we going to commentate the VGC tournament tomorrow?
We can.
Spront commentated the TCG tournament.
Yeah, we just need like dedicated commentator, but it's like
Oh, wait.
10 Little Men sitting here giving me finger guns, and I'm going to tell you right now, 10 Little Men, that's not happening. Only because I give the finger guns, and like that's like I'm just winning that.
Hey, everybody, if we all finger guns that, she has nothing to do. Everybody finger guns him. Finger guns. Finger guns.
I feel assaulted. Finger assault rifle. Oh, I almost dropped that Coke.
That's the other finger.
Yeah. Gator's got a bazooka.
Looks like a colonial musket.
Be like every other Pokemon player, bring a portable charger wherever you go, says Coop. Coop, why aren't you here? You have no excuse. Gator's from the
where's
same place.
Coop?
Where's Coop? He's in Florida.
Coop
fixing HVAC.
Coop done got scooped. Keep it Duke. Scoop. Coop.
Scooby-Doo.
You said scooped, and I was like scoop, and I'm like, that's not his name. His name's Coop.
Oh, man. So, Bo, can you wear that shirt tomorrow, and I'll make you a VGC team with Kingler in it, and
I will play.
And
Corsola.
And Corsola, yeah.
And Crabrawler.
You have to make it like
Clauncher.
the best Corsola ever.
Yeah, it'll work. Yeah. A crustacean team, it's done. I'll make it happen, Bo. It won't be good.
I don't know that'd be good. Doesn't even have to work.
Viger says Bo has crabs.
Oh my goodness.
Because of this shirt. Who's the next team, by the way? I didn't even remember. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, are you guys okay with swapping? You guys done?
Well, I wanted to tell you my wonderful adventures, but that's going to have to be...
tell me your wonderful American adventures, and then we'll swap.
My wonderful American adventures? Like, I met some really cool people who, for some reason, gave me some amazing gifts. And I was completely...
Call them out.
I will call them out. I was about to. I wasn't going to just not mention their names.
You know, I'm going to make sure this happens, okay? That's my job.
That's what I usually do with you. We're swapping. Okay. So, Caroline and Gravy, I love you guys. They got me a gift, and they almost made me cry. I was really good, and I didn't cry in the middle of a bowling alley. And then today, Caroline almost made me cry again because she drew a picture of me with my whimsicott, and it's the best thing ever. And if you haven't seen it, you're not in the PUCLcon Discord chat, and I won't tell you what you are for not being in the PUCLcon Discord chat, but...
I'll tell you, PM me.
Thank you, Bo. I know you got my back.
And PM Bo, what am I? Let me tell you.
I also met other amazing people here, and I'm about to get very emotional, and so we should swap teams.
Yeah, we'll swap. Okay, next team. I think it's Team Snag Sublime. Somebody?
Team BB Fluff out.
We love you, peeps.
Hooves.
Hooves. Oh man, we should do that. We'll just say we should have said at the beginning of the show.
We already did it.
You guys did it.
Messed it up.
But it would have been funny to like have the whole people say it, you know?
We can do it in the end.
Yeah, I got this.
Haha, it is I, Snag.
Snagging, man. You all know it's Snag, even though the camera's fuzzy because of the lab coat?
Yes. Apparently this is a bath coat.
Apparently. It's your professor bathrobe, and it's very good. So, okay, icebreaker. We forgot to do it last time.
Where's Jushiro?
But where's Jushiro, guys?
Okay, so here's the story.
If you incorporate Air Sigma, you get bonus points.
Here's the story. Jushiro was formally uninvited from PUCLcon this year because he did not pass QA after he said that Mysterious Treasure was not very effective on the TCG cast. He is no longer going to be hosting that podcast. It will now be hosted by Gator and myself and Basket. Also, he was like extra uninvited after he said Breloom had the most powerful tail on Game Corner.
Sorry, Beaverlaw.
And that is where Jushiro is.
Oh man. Yeah.
I love you, Jushiro.
You could follow that up with our Sigma not being here because he was so depressed that happened on that show.
Yeah,
and he was a part of it. He hasn't been able to leave bed for days.
That's a hard listen. When you know that it's not what he says.
All right. What about you, Snag? Where's Jushiro?
Jushiro just got so used to going to Columbus for PUCLcon, I think he went there instead.
That's probably true. He's sitting in room 306 of the Columbus Convention Center. It's blatantly empty, and he's just like, I don't know where everybody is. And he's got like a bunch of sticks, and he's trying to recreate the set. And he's worked on. He's almost made a chair.
He's like, they'll get here eventually.
Slowly losing his mind. Stick figures. Where's Scrawn? What about you, Viger?
Okay, so you know how he's been saying that he's moving furniture around for his girlfriend? That's actually a cover story. He's actually in Thailand hunting people. Surprise, there's no girlfriend either.
That's probably the best one, mostly because it's the most out there one, without any jokes. And he's just like, yeah, I'm in Thailand. I'm hunting down the bad guys. Oh, you have a question. We have a question from Claude. Just grab this microphone and say words. Like, put your words from your mouth hole into the microphone.
Why do you play it like that?
So this is for Sublime and Viger. You guys seem to be dressed up like something. What is that?
We cannot tell the general public.
They can tell you. Why can't you guys? Okay,
well, I'm not dressed up like anything.
Like a promotion
this
for
is
Patreon,
my hair.
right?
I don't wear wigs. You're welcome.
So Sublime's got purple hair.
Yeah. Also, I want to take a moment. Yeah. What's got his green hair?
I wore this for the
obviously.
first PUCLcon, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, you did. Well, not the first PUCLcon.
The first PUCLcon I went to.
Yeah. Okay. So all. Okay, so none of this is true. None of this is true, by the way, because this year we lost a member of the all PUCLcon team. It was Mr. Sniffles. He's no longer with us. It's down to 3.
Okay, he's not dead.
We have to make it very clear he's not dead. He is just at Missouri with other priorities.
He's got that thing.
He's just dead to us.
He's got that thing called a life.
I did.
I do want to take a minute to give a shout out and thank you to Doc McStuffle, who came through. Come through, Doc McStuffle. He hooked us up, you guys. He basically catered breakfast for
Wait,
PUCLcon.
so he works there, right?
He works there. He's the manager of the place where we picked up the stuff.
I did not know that.
So we got these basically like gourmet, like custom, like gorgeous donuts.
Okay, I was about to say, you keep saying stuff, but I'm not hearing what this stuff
Donuts.
Oh, yeah,
That's why you were gone.
They were
No,
donuts.
I was dealing with my own problems this morning. Thank you very much.
Viger, what was your PUCLcon Saturday morning adventure?
Well, first off, my brakes were making a bunch of weird sounds, mainly grinding like we're about to fall off and you're not going to be able to stop this vehicle sounds. So I had to take it to a mechanic, and he told me not 1, but 2 of your brake pads are shot. Your back rear brake pads are full of dust. Your breaker fluid needs to be flushed out and refilled and everything, and that'll run you about $550. So
that's it?
Yeah. No, I cannot get a break.
He could, but it was $500.
That's true. The break costs $500. That's the answer.
With what?
You're not gonna. Nobody's hearing you. Nobody's hearing you. I'm hearing you, and that's the problem, Seth. That's the problem. All right, but where were we?
Anything from the chat? Anything?
Do we have any questions?
Oh, we got a gator.
I was gonna pull up the.
We got a gator.
My phone.
Jushiro says he's not in Thailand. But he's lying.
Jushiro is on.
I would like to ask the chat and reach out to your deep pockets for $550 more for getting the PUCL Missouri crew home safely. That's my question. Comments or concerns?
Comments or concerns? I hope they don't.
We'll
die.
start a GoFundMe for you guys.
GoFundMe.
We can live stream that tomorrow. Maybe.
Also, Orange is in the chat, but he's also out here in person, and I want to give him a shout out to those of you listening not live, because there's only 19 of you listening live, and I think 7 of them are right in this room.
Yeah,
just
probably
about 7. But for those of you not listening live, the reason this was possible was because of Orange. He was the one who actually went in and edited the Audacity program that allows it to hook up to all these microphones properly, so we can have probably the sexiest recording like for your earballs that ever happened, because we're not rich enough to buy everybody microphones like this.
Our earballs?
Yeah.
I've said this for years.
Yeah.
Where have you guys been?
I've never heard you say earballs.
Well, you haven't listened long enough.
You just keep making up words for things that already have words to them. It's very unsettling.
I've said earballs before, right?
Yeah, everybody Scott would know.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're just not paying attention to me. It's fine.
What?
I made a schedule, guys, okay?
I want to say R Sigma actually has the answer as to where Jushiro is.
Oh, R Sigma has the answer.
He
to
was
where
actually
Jushiro is.
asked to go collect Relicanth for everyone for next.
Thank you for participating, R Sigma.
So that's the wailing that he's doing.
That's a
right
good
now.
answer.
Too bad he'll only be able to give it to 4 of us.
True. Make your reservations now.
Jushiro said, I had big changes in life this weekend.
Jushiro's giving his real reason.
He's
and we're
giving
not
the
gonna
real
condone
reason,
that.
and that's
No.
not what we care about.
We know Jushiro. Just
Like I said, it's all a cover story.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're honestly just all about him. Like, he's just not. He's in Thailand, and he's got to give a cover story.
That population is going slowly down.
No, it's good. It's too
Oh my
good.
gosh, Jushiro is wondering why everyone's asking where he is.
We're trying to figure that out, man. You never gave us
Does no
anything
one
to
know
follow.
why I started that? By the way, I started that trend. I was the
You
first
did
person
start
to
it.
say it.
It
You're
was a good idea.
welcome.
It was a
yes,
good
it
idea.
was.
It was a good
Because
idea.
Scron wasn't here last year, and the hashtag was everyone keeps asking where's Scron, where's Scron, and so Jushiro wasn't here this year, and I wanted to make sure we kept it going.
You're exactly right. That's the right way to do it. It's hilarious. Everyone's asking, "Where's Jushiro?"
Jushiro's like,
So if you-
everyone's asking, and I'm like, Jushiro,
So
that's the
let,
point.
let this be a warning to anybody going to PUCLcon next year. If you don't show up
you
the
don't show up,
following year, you're going to be the butt of
You're
the
gonna be
where's
the
the
butt of the
insert
joke.
name joke. So.
Yep. Where's he's right there.
He's on next.
He's coming up next. He's coming. Oh, you got a question? Wait, you gotta come here. No, you gotta come up here. You gotta do it. You gotta
gotta
come
get up here, Maximus. These microphones suck.
They don't suck. They're actually really good. That's the good.
But they're
thing.
not meant for being like far away.
Yeah.
Oh, so he was saving kids, but not from the boss.
Oh my gosh! Don't talk right now.
What is your plans for next year for PUCLcon?
Shade.
Don't know yet.
There's
Let's finish this year's PUCLcon.
No comment.
Let's finish this year's PUCLcon.
No comment. No comment.
Let's just say this: if Thatch doesn't make PUCLcon happen, I'll make PUCLcon happen.
Okay. All right. Have fun.
Then we can have like Queer Eye PUCLcon, you guys.
Oh, he is. Oh, Jushiro is in Thailand.
That's the
He's
event they're gonna
single-handedly
do.
saving a soccer team. So it wasn't a bus. Sorry, Gator.
It wasn't a bus. It was a. He was in Thailand. He was scuba diving. I understand now. I understand.
See, I appreciate that the chat is getting into their theories. Good way to go, chat.
You did a good job there, Sublime.
Yes, you're
yeah.
welcome.
I mean,
See,
the entire show
Jarnik
is
says, my
where's
theory
Jushiro?
is he got caught at the border and thrown into a concentration camp.
So we have
Whoa.
Elon. So we have Elon Musk to thank for sending Jushiro down to help all those kids.
Should we also show off some of the sweet
Put 'em in that little
swag
pod
that
and
we get
send
for
'em down
being
the
here
way.
at PUCLcon Live?
Yeah. Talk about it. I mean, we can put it on this thingy.
Yeah, we got the camera right
Yeah,
there.
so we
You guys don't get to be featured anymore.
Sorry, not sorry.
So we have made these awesome green Tauros badge cards. When I say we, I mean mostly Shamu and Thatch and
But I bought the acetone on the
To
company
an
card.
extent, Bo.
and I glued some together. But yeah, they're pretty sweet cards, and they
It
involve
was a team effort is the
they
point.
involve gluing this card to the Pokemon you attach it to, and saying green Tauros, the energy drink that gives you hugs.
Cool. There we go. We got it to happen.
Nice.
I like
Well done.
it.
Too
It's
bad it
worth
didn't get picked up on the microphones. That's
It will if it was that
It is
loud.
loud,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
right there. You see that waveform where it's like on all 4 mics? It was there.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you want to talk about podcasting? We can talk about podcasting.
Did you see that they have like over in the hall? I think it's down one level. They have like the broadcaster.
Yeah, no, so I
Hall of
walked
Fame.
down there. I walked down there earlier today with who was it? It was a Shamu, and I read it, and it said it said Dayton City Broadcasters or something. I first read that as Dayton City Podcasters. I'm like, oh, I gotta get in on that, and then I reread it, and I was disappointed.
The same thing happened to me when we
Right?
got here. We all just want to put the word podcast when it's not there.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Like, I saw the picture of the microphone, and I'm like, yeah, that's podcasting.
And we all arrived separately.
Wait. Is podcast a pun on broadcast?
Yes. Yes. It's also with iPods, which nobody listens to these on anymore.
A what now?
An iPod. It's
Okay.
a piece of ancient technology come up with by Franklin D. Roosevelt in 1945.
Oh, so like the VCR.
Like a VCR, yeah.
So like the Nokia, got it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we have any questions from the audience?
Yeah, any? If not, we're going to swap.
Oh,
okay.
Bobo's
Oh,
got
Bo
one.
does.
This isn't going to be good.
So, how many potties are we nominated for this year?
5.
0, because none of you nominated
Okay.
us.
I nominated us for every category in the potties.
I don't believe you. Show me the email.
That's his line. He's from the Show Me State.
I am shit.
Yeah.
How can you wear that hat with a straight face and not have a Team Rocket shirt on?
Easily.
He's saying this to Viger, by the way.
He's wearing it under his other.
You're a
Although,
horrible
Basket,
person.
I will say I am obsessed with all of your Team Rocket shirts and your hat with your Team Rocket shirts. And if you're my friend on Pokemon Go, you'll know that my trainer is decked out in full Team,
Team Rocket.
like complete look. Commit.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Oh yeah, where can we go for Pokemon Go friendship?
For Pokemon Go
PUCLcon.
friendships, you can go to the announcements tab in our Discord, and you can get a link to fill out the form to share your stuff. And there's also a link to the form that has all the information there. So go to the announcements tab in our Discord. No, I was just gonna check our Discord real quick because someone messaged me today asking about who was the guy in the Rocket T-shirt, and they thought his shirt was totally awesome. It was Coop.
It was Coop. He asked about you.
He said, "I'm super
Coop."
jelly."
All right.
So, any other tidbits
questions,
of things
comments,
anybody
expressions of
wanna say?
outrage?
I'll just say that we have started recording bits for the PUCLcon Game Corner episode coming out in August. And it'll just feature a lot of the people around here doing quick little bite-sized Game Corner games. So
that's cool.
One more.
We got many ones coming up. Many one of them.
So you guys all have some pretty weird names. Where did you get them from?
That is actually a legitimately good question.
That is a legitimate
That is
question.
the best
I'm
question.
surprised nobody came up with that first. I'm just surprised
You're
it
not
took 10 of
saying
you to
they
figure
didn't
that out.
ask you, Bo. They didn't ask you. Well, let's start with Viger. Viger, where'd you get that from?
Oh, this is a tale as old as time. I just smashed words and phrases together until I came up with something cool.
What words
Next.
and phrases?
Yeah. That's it. I just kept saying words until something fictitious came up.
He just kept saying sounds out of.
I just kept making words with my word.
used a
hole,
name generator.
as Thatch would say it, and then I just came up with that. Viger, and that's it.
Yep.
Next, because everyone else's story is a lot better than mine.
So for mine, since I was in about middle school, I liked writing my name backwards and using that as online usernames.
Oh.
And
That's actually pretty close. Yeah.
And
that makes sense.
And then later when I was in college, then I finally I was playing through the Coliseum and XD games, and there's Team Snag 'em. I'm like, hey, and so. Don't stalk me on the internet, but my name is very closely related to that. So Snag is a part of my name, and I always wanted to be a professor. And a snag is a dead tree, so it goes along with the tree theme with professors.
That's true.
It's kind of dark and morbid, but we'll move on with that.
Sublime.
Trevenant is
I
my
believe I was in
mascot.
either middle school or high school. I've had it for a long time, because I've been out of high school for quite a long time now. I was learning about the concept of what it means to be sublime, in terms of aesthetics and philosophy of aesthetics, and I really resonated with that word. But I wanted to contrast with something, so I decided to go with sublime manic. And that's where I came up with those. I think it might have also been around the time I was playing the Elder Scrolls Oblivion when they had the downloadable content for the island that's really gorgeous. What's it called? Basket? Help me out. It's the Shimmering Isles, right? And you have Mania, and it's gorgeous colors, just like me. It felt correct. And I've just been going with it. I think I might just drop it to Sublime because, everyone just calls me Sublime now.
Nobody
It
calls
feels
you
correct.
anything else. Yeah.
Yeah. Also,
pretty good.
before we finish, I just want to say that I have had multiple people today, legitimately think this is my real hair.
That's pretty good.
I wore that all day. You're not wrong. Don't wear a wig unless you have another wig underneath your wig. That's true. Thank you, Caroline. Caroline's the best. I love Caroline.
Are we good then? Are we good?
Well,
We'll
on
move
the on the subject of that, mainly the wig and why it's there, there is a little secret project that a certain number of us are working on currently. So if you
Give
have
me
not,
a cut.
well, if we have not, if you have not
It's been
subscribed to the
3 months
Patreon,
and you haven't given me a cut.
you're involved to a certain extent too, so you want it to work too.
But yeah. All right. So let's swap them out. Let's swap them out.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. Team Booster Pack. We brought so we had one extra and with just Shamu, but I decided 10 Little Men could come up because he'd fill enough seats. But then he's just like Seth Weiler's like the 11th little man, and so Seth Weiler's up here now in his prison T-shirt. That's a good question.
We're actually one and the same, so it doesn't really matter.
Little Vilos.
Well, first off,
We're the team ShamWow.
Where's Jushiro?
Where's Jushiro? Is he here?
No, you're supposed to say where's Jushiro, Shamu.
Oh, he's dead. Like, he's dead.
Good answer.
Face.
He's dead.
Good answer. Good answer.
Easy enough.
All right. Okay, so
Okay, so Whimsicott's saying stuff to me, and I don't know what it means.
I don't know. We gotta get closer to the mic, buddy.
Oh, okay, I can do that.
There we go. There we go now, eh? You want to eat it like an ice cream cone, like ah.
It's hard to get up that close to the mic. It's really tall, so.
I know, and you're pretty short for a Canadian.
Oh yeah, only like 4 foot, like 6.
Yeah, that sounds right. Meters. 4'6". That's a good unit.
Okay, so we've gone off track. We need to start talking about the important things again. And everyone was pretty close about where Jushiro is, but I've been keeping in touch with him, so I know the real story. So
I'm just not gonna put up with this, but it's fine.
So Sublime was so close because what he actually did is he left on a soul-searching venture to find the true mysterious treasure. That's how he found his way to Thailand, where he was hired to hunt down a group of small kids in a cave. He is currently stuck in that cave, and he needs help.
He's dead.
That's pretty good. That is the story of Iron Man, though. Bo is correct. Seth, do you have?
Actually, that's not entirely false. But the thing is, 11 Little Men and I, because we are one and the same person. Actually, we talked to him right before he went on this mission.
Oh yeah.
And we actually tasked him with finding the best booster box. And so that's, one thing kind of stacked on top of each other. The flight to Thailand was right on the way. He got a little postponed. So we're still waiting for the next best booster box that actually has more secret rares. So maybe 10 Little Men can get one instead of my 5.
That one hit a little too close to home.
That's a true story. That's all based on a true story.
Before we go too far, though, I'd like to explain how I started my business with my master's degree. Like, I was just stand up and started to perform it. Are these wireless?
No, they're not wireless. There's obviously a cable coming out
I think
of
they're
it.
wireless. I'm full of shit.
There is another convention going on at the same time. We were kind of hoping it was going to be something raunchy. It was not. It was
The
was
raunchy
boring.
life
It was
of starting a
alas.
business with a master's. Ooh, spicy.
The spiciest of memes. There's still tomorrow. It could be another one. Yeah, just a Sunday only convention about raunchy things.
Tell them our skinnies theory.
So our thought was all these people in suits are just going inside and just taking them off, and they're just there. It's an orgy, and there are animals underneath sometimes, like squirrels and stuff. And just like a bunch of squirrels, like stacked up like a human, kind of like in a trench coat, like kids in a trench coat, but for human skin.
But how many of them are there?
There are more than 10.
And they are medium-sized men.
And they're medium-sized squirrels.
Okay, that's good. Actually, 3 ducks dressed in a man costume.
Yeah. That's the correct answer. That's the back and forth.
Yeah?
Yeah, that was a good back and forth. I was just commenting on, like, your wordplay.
Oh, thanks.
You're not usually on the show, so I was just, like, complimenting you on that.
Oh, that's good. So, how many times can I cut off your sentence with just a dead-end wordplay for a great back and forth?
7.
I'm stuck. Okay, he got me.
I host a podcast, so I'm like trained to fill dead air. I can just do it forever. I know you're trying not to talk right now so that you don't fill the dead air, or there is dead air and I don't fill it.
So what you're saying is your true kryptonite is that I just keep rambling.
No.
So there's no dead air, but in a way that people are like,
we have
oh
a
my
question.
goodness.
We have a
this 10
question.
little
We're
man.
cutting you off. We don't like you.
Wow.
We have an actual another
I
here.
was just going to comment about how good Thatch is filling dead air that he can do it by himself.
Like
on episode 6.5?
I'm so much better than I was then, though. I could probably. I'll just fire all of you, and I'll just do it myself.
So basically, we have confirmed next episode of Puckle after this, the Thatch solo show. We're expecting it to be at least 3 hours long because Thatch is sure he can nail it, no edits.
No edits. It's going to be a treatise about the Beach Boys, orca whales, and bowling.
Don't talk about my people. Don't talk about my people. I didn't approve of this. This is racial profiling. Stop
This is
this.
not Shamu was a very sad whale.
Yes, I was. I earned my doctorate in
He went
fantasy
on
world.
beyond
It
a
was in
master's
captivity.
degree. He became a doctor.
What? Say that. Oh, do the names thing. Where'd you get your name from?
Oh, mine?
Yeah.
Oh, that's easy
why
enough.
Why are you named
So
after Shamu?
I think it was a Jeff Dunham joke like years ago in middle school. Like it was like the punchline was like Shamu or something like that. I think it was
Shampoo,
Shamu.
yeah.
And then like I liked that. Like Xbox had made my gamer tag. Like that was taken. Doctor worked, and I kept it. Easy enough.
Wow. 10 little men. I don't know why I'm asking you, but I want to know why you have 10 little men inside of you.
Okay, so it started with
that came out really bad. You know that too.
So it started with a crazy trip to Thailand.
Are you sure you weren't at that convention downstairs?
So I met a group of people. Well, I thought they were people, but turns out large squirrels. Not even medium, large squirrels. Crazy, right? So now I'm really hesitant to tell the actual story because there's no way I can recover from this. It's going to be outsold completely. So I'm going to leave it up to the audience to fill in the blanks and imagine it themselves.
Okay. Seth Vilo, because that's your real name.
What do you mean screen name?
Yeah.
I'm a dummy and I use my real name for things.
This isn't even true, but we'll just go with it.
No, it's immensely not true. If you want the real story, it's because I had this dream that I would someday write a book because I was dumb in 6th grade. And I never actually ended up doing that because... Yet. I guess you guys are right in the audience. At the time I was working on making a pen name, and I decided to base it off of a couple things. Seth, or Set, with a T without the H, is the ancient Egyptian god of storms and chaos.
That's like making the movie title before you make a movie.
You're right, it is like making the movie title. Vilo is based off the Latin word, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, vilesco, which is the base for vile, which means evil or evildoer. I'm doing it wrong. I know, I'm doing it terribly wrong. Whimsicott's got my back, but I did it wrong. I was in 6th grade. So I just went with that. That's why it's a long I instead of a short I, the right way. And the middle name is Cyrus because at the time it was
there's
Gen
a middle
4.
name?
Yeah, Seth C. Vilo. There's a middle name is Cyrus because Gen 4 is cool.
Oh, that's debatable.
Hashtag back in Gen 4. Boop. It's not the best gen, but it's pretty good.
So who am I kicking off to replace you with Seth Vilo?
The letters add up to 13.
I'm just...
Wow, you are...
You just count how many letters
You
there
just
are.
count how many letters there are, Bo.
So in case the audience didn't get that, Bo is covering himself and saying it was a joke.
All right.
Oh my gosh. So that's my origin story.
Yeah, I kind of just assumed is off the fact that the Pokemon channel nickname started with Seth for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
So that is, I'm not sure if that's a better or worse story than basing it off Pokemon channel, but you know what? At least it now has greater meaning than watching the Pichu party with Meowth rocking the electric guitar.
Yeah,
rock on.
That's true. All right, Shamu, do you have any closing thoughts here?
No.
Let's get end it here. So who else was here? We have the Gravies, and then we have Orange and Brittany, and I think there's a Scrawn. Oh, there's a Cloud9. Ah, they stayed for this. Yeah, because I made a schedule, but nobody read it.
And you also have your wife here.
Oh, my wife is here as well, but she's like reading her phone. She doesn't even know I'm talking about her. That's even the best part. Look at that. She's just like so oblivious. Hey, there we go. There we go. Huh? Say that one more time, Cloud9. I want to know. No, I want to know. Yeah. What? Virtual console champion? Oh yeah, Cloud9's the virtual console champion because he's the.
Get him up
okay,
here.
come on. Yeah, come here.
Take our spot.
Steal his spot because
I'm a garbage man.
Steal his spot because he's.
There's
Are you
more
wearing
of
a
him.
Driftblim daycare shirt?
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
You literally fund our T-Public.
You're not wrong.
But yeah, tell us about your virtual console experience.
Well.
And we have to know about
all right.
your name and how it's literally just. Yeah.
So Jushiro, from what I was told, he was spent all day building a puzzle, and he's missing a piece, and he's trying to find the last piece, and he's just really killing him. So that's why he's
That's why he's dead. Yeah. Does this all come back around? Right?
The virtual console tournament was great. I entered. I won. Didn't have to play at all. Nice.
Yeah. He's pretty natural, Bo. He's pretty natural.
That's what happens when you show up sometimes. So Cloud9, back in.
Wait. We're gonna recycle back. What was your team that you were going to bring?
So I had a fire.
We have to talk about Pokemon. This is how we sell the
Meganium
show.
Squad. Now in Gen 2, it's all about stalling because that's all you can ever do.
Word up.
Yeah, thanks.
That's a pretty good.
So I based it around this Meganium that just sits there and leech seeds and toxics and flies.
It happened. Bo, I have the cartridge in my house. You can replace the battery. It's here. Let's do this.
Let's prove it.
It's happening.
We'll do it on air. We're going to win that potty.
It's. I like that it's called a potty. Show me that you've nominated us. Show us. There are podcast awards, though. They should be called potties. But go ahead with your name now. I'm sorry I cut you off.
No problem. So back in high school, my friends and I, we all played a lot of Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and you could only ever have 5 letters or characters for any sort of character. So we all came up with different things, and one of my friends was like, checkmate. One of my friends liked too late, and I'm like, well, I need to find some 2-word thing that I can put that has a number at the end. And I'm like, oh, Cloud9. But that has 6 letters. So I cut off the U, and then it became Cloud9.
Wow, and that's the story.
And I've kept it ever since.
Yeah, wow. All right, well, I guess that's it. It's PUCLcon. Who's in the chat? It's just British Jen complaining that 2 of the mics aren't like hot on the OBS, and I've explained this.
I can read through these, and I think
you can read through. What I mean, Seth? Where's your scarf?
Where's
What's
the scarf?
answer? Just answer it in that mic for British Jen.
It's the middle of summer.
That's true.
There we go. And that's about it. British Jet wants Mrs. T up here. You got to come up here.
You want to take the seat? Take the seat.
Take this one. Oh, let's do it.
And where Jushiro is.
Oh, you do have to answer where Jushiro is. Here, come here and use this mic. So that British Gent doesn't complain that he can hear you. Use this one. Use this one. Sit right there. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I also love you, so you can sit there and stuff.
You're sweet. He's only saying that because he's on the air.
Oh, thanks. So where's Jushiro?
That is a good question.
Where is he? Tell us the story. You have not been listening literally since you walked in this door, have you?
He's dead. That's all I got to say.
No, I had 2 cute cats at home. I got to play with them a little bit. Came back, got on my phone, started reading some interesting stories. It's great.
Okay.
So I'm sure Jushiro is out somewhere, saving someone.
Thailand. That's
Is
what
he
we
in
decided.
Thailand?
He's dead. He died.
That's exciting.
He's gone.
Did he save the soccer team?
Yes, it was, but now he's stuck.
So he's
because
still in the cave.
yeah, because he thought he saw a booster box for Seth Bilo, and he's in the bath. Well, because there's a lot of water in the cave, so he's in the bath. So yeah, exactly.
Trying to find the last puzzle piece.
Yeah, we're all together. How'd you get your name? Why do they call you Mrs. T? Wow.
So started off with Misty because I couldn't think of any other name to go by. So
Mystery
it was
Trainer.
Mystery Trainer Misty. And then when
Stupid.
we got married 2 years ago, it was easier just to call me Mrs. Thatch. Well, that turned into Mrs. T, which sounds like Misty. So
Wow.
full circle.
Oh, Gator's got a question. No, that one doesn't work. It doesn't
work?
Well, it works. Well, yeah, I've just muted your mic the entire time, Shamu. No, I'm kidding.
So how do you put up with Thatch doing this every week, week in, week out? Not just the podcast, but all of the other things you have to deal with. How much making up time does he have to put in to be able to do this?
Oh, you think I put up with it? No, we
Everybody should feel scared now.
It's a family ordeal, so I'm the Shadow King of Puckle. That's what I've decided to dub myself.
Does that mean Scrawn's been replaced?
Yes. Scrawn doesn't come over to my house enough.
No, we used to have meetings every Sunday over breakfast about Puckle stuff, so yeah.
Yeah, that's what we did for Puckle and everything. Like every Sunday, we would just get. No, we did. We seriously did meetings over breakfast. Like no joke. She has like a little notebook and everything that she like helped keep track of everything to make sure that I filled out everything on time for the convention center. Made sure I did everything for the entire event to make sure everything was possible.
Receipts because I'm his tax person now.
Yeah,
So.
She's the accountant, and then she also she just helps out a ton. Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I let him keep doing it.
Because she gets to play too. She gets to play accountant. Well, yeah, I guess that's it. Shamu, you're just like sitting over here.
No, Jushiro said he was under the table. He's not under here.
Oh, Jushiro said he was under the table, and Shamu was actively looking for him. And that was that a lie or not?
Looks like Bo has a question.
Bo, do you have a question?
I have a quick comment. This entire time Shamu has been up here, it looks like he's about to start singing into some sort of Sinatra type of deal.
Yeah.
He just read like 2 fingers. Like,
Yeah.
Give me a few bars of Fly Me to the Moon, would you?
No.
That's perfect. Thank you.
It's like he's ready to give a toast at a wedding. You
Wait
know?
for the next time he's on the podcast.
I'm playing the part of the business people, okay? Like
Toast.
Puckle
4 toast, Shamu. Do it.
No.
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 He's a man of few words. But I guess that's it. Thanks for coming. It's been a party. And we have tomorrow to still do stuff. Yeah. Woo! I'm not gonna edit this mess.
Oh boy.
You get it raw. Yeah, maybe. All right, so that's gonna be it. So here in the Dayton, Ohio Convention Center, it's closing time.
It's closing time in Lavender Town. Time to say our goodbyes. It's closing time.